Okay. Hey, peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the
Yeah, what is
collective.
going on? What's going
What's going on, people? Welcome to the collective, the internet's trippiest podcast. We got the collective here, part of the collective, as well as you guys who tuned in. Thank you for tuning in. Um,
Yes, sir.
yeah, man. How y'all doing?
We good.
Good, y'all good? Where the energy at, y'all? How we doing?
I'm
Yeah, we
amazing.
so real right about now.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Hey, man, my fault, my fault. I'm over here trying to find this link, so to share. I'm struggling over here, but yeah, I'm good, bro. Everything good. Welcome to the collective. Appreciate the time, everybody being here. Um, yeah, I guess let's go ahead and get into the show. Start
Hmm.
off with introductions.
Okay, okay.
Um, Yeah, this is my name is G Elijah Jeff Elijah. Um, I am a vessel out here in the university days, an observer. I am the gas man. If you are in DC, definitely hit me up. Follow me. I'm on Instagram, my business page. See what I'm smoking on. If you're trying to smoke on that too, Elijah Green 144. I'm on Instagram. Follow my personal page to see what I'm about at g.elijah144. And yeah, welcome to the Internet Tributes podcast. Yeah, let's get going.
Word, bro. I'm Woo, also known as Woo Got It. You can find me on Instagram.
So,
On Instagram at Woo Got It Official. Um, I am a podcaster, author, student, artist, musician. You can check out our other podcasts, me and Jeff's podcast about the Kabbalah, Epiphanies About Nothing, YouTube. And I'm just here to also be a vessel and share my experiences and share what I learned because it's not just meant for me. It's meant for you know, it's meant to spread, and that's what we're doing here. And also, I'm a mycologist. Have some merch coming soon. Some selling pendants and different jewelry. Also, clothing line coming soon. So, just trying to be active. We got a busy summer coming up, and um, just happy to be a part of the collective. Ready to see where this goes and how far we take it.
all
Yeah.
right. Here we
Word.
go. All right,
Oh,
guys. My name's Tommy. I make music with Rodney, one half of Silent Set. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Memphis. I would like to say that I'm a health expert. Um, like I said, me and Wu, we stand in the booth and make music. Um, like like my guy said earlier, um, I'm just an observer. I know nothing, and I'm just seeking the truth at all times. I don't believe that I know anything because as soon as I think that I know something, I learn something on top of that.
Facts.
Big facts. Big facts.
well, my name is Alex, man. I'm Alex Dorsey, bro. Known as a content creator. You can go ahead and look me up on YouTube, and my Instagram is the Lightbringer 01. So just another vessel, man. Observing also, and just walking my journey and joining the experience. Man. So, but also just trying to like connect and network and trying to reach my hand out there. So I'm happy to be here.
Word, word. I'm Torin Shanae. Torin Shanae on Instagram at Instagram.com, TORRENSHANAE. Um, an avid music lover, I am an artist into artist management and development and all things deep. I guess people always tell me I'm too damn deep, so I'm happy to be here with the collective to talk about and discuss all the deep shit and use my throat chakra more, talk because I keep a lot of it to myself. So I'm happy to be here to talk amongst friends and get some of this shit off my chest, low key.
I'm feeling that.
Um, yeah, I know
Me
a
too.
little bit about everything and nothing about nothing at the same time. So I'm here to learn and share.
Hood.
Peace, peace. Kyrie, the Hood Mystic. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I just tried to set up my Bluetooth
You
so
good to
y'all can
go?
hear me a little better.
You in there?
Um, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm just, a regular dude out here just trying to make it. Do a little bit of everything to, do a little few things strange for a few pieces of change, but
Oh
trying
nah.
to just bring joy and laughter to the collective, and just have a good time and have some good conversation. So, you know, you can look me up online if you got the time. Kyrie Anthony, not Kyrie Irving. The Hood Mystic, pretty well known, but I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm just here to talk and keep it a buck with y'all. So
100.
let's
For
let's
sure.
let's get it. Let's get it going.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
man.
definitely, most definitely.
What y'all do for
Um,
the full moon, bro?
yeah, man.
How was y'all full moon?
Ooh, for the full moon.
Mine was amazing, man.
Was that
Illuminating.
today?
That was yesterday,
It was,
last
Yes, sir.
night.
it was last night.
Yeah, man.
Missed out on that.
Bro, I went outside right around sunset and when I caught the moon, it was like blood red in the clouds, looking
Ooh.
like on some Mikoski shit, like
Ah,
like looking crazy, looking beautiful at the same time. It was amazing to see that. And I was looking for a spot to go to do the work and do some work. And I brought out a offering like some flowers, some chocolate, and I went on an adventure, man, to find this spot. I went through a whole lightning bug forest. That shit was magical. And when I came out of it, the moon was right there, just staring at a nigga like perfectly, man. And it was beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Where the
I'm
pictures?
No pictures, man.
I'm I'm
Well, I don't do this for the. I don't do this for the girl.
oh,
I'm curious how do y'all keep track of like the moon like the full moon stuff like that, like what do y'all use
I use Star
to
Wall.
like keep track of like
What's it called? Star Walk?
Star Wall, yeah. I always got the notifications on like a mud. It be going off like a mud, and
All
that's
right. Drop that inside the group chat.
for sure, man. Hood that put me on, man, for sure.
definitely?
Mm-hmm.
Facts. I use the same one, but they just me throw it off, bro. I don't know if it's my phone or the app, but it was saying that north was east and east was west. I don't know, man. But we gotta get it together.
I got my little. Oh, can you see it? So
But
I don't know if y'all can see it on my watch.
Yeah, it's popping.
I know it's the technology and all, but um, I like the fact that I can look at it and see where the planets are and shit at any given time. I thought that was a cool little background. And then I'm a woman, so I'm I, I'm kind of
okay,
in sync with the moon.
for sure.
That's probably more than anything.
Another thing, well, for me,
Or
it's usually just like I get reminded through either Hood from his content or just being on social media and stuff like that. I be reminded sometimes, and I try to stay on track on a bit, just by doing the work every cycle.
I have found too that it's, sometimes
Awesome.
if I'm not even if I'm not in touch with, kind of what phase or where we are in now, my energy will usually tell me before anything else. Like I'll notice some of the things that I'm doing, some of the habits that I'm taking, and I'll be like, oh, that's what's going on. The dots will kind of connect. But like for me, I didn't get to see it when it was strawberry. I guess that's why they call this one the strawberry moon, because it's right. I didn't get to see it at that time of evening because I was telling you we had a kind of busy day yesterday with the video rehearsal. But when I came out, um, it was the most illuminating, like golden yellow. Um, I don't know. That thing had like three halos around it. It was so bright. But I really used that opportunity to kind of just um, manifest the energy that I was in. Because, like I said, we've been in a very creative space with this video shoot we're working on, and so leaving, um, a rehearsal and something that is a new step for us and a new phase for us, being in that energy of creation, just using the moon to magnify that. That's I was on the go, so I couldn't sit and ponder on it like I like to, but I did definitely like just draw in and tap into. So
Word.
Thanks.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Um,
yeah. Go ahead, bro.
yeah. Me personally, kind of like how I dealt with it and everything. Um, I use a couple different things. I have like this site. I forget what it is. I'll look it up and share in the chat. But it just kind of keeps track of the phases of the moon, and like lets you know kind of like the peak of the full moon and new moon, or the quarter moons and things like that. Lets you know like the time that they're happening. But for like me, um, I wasn't kind of like how Torrance said, like she didn't see like the strawberry kind of full moon in that sense, but I saw I woke up like at like 4 o'clock in the morning on the day of the full moon, and like and was just like like I just do that sometimes, and like I just know like if I'm up at a weird time, like I just gotta kind of do something. So I went outside and like just kind of burned some herbs and stuff like that, and like and just I don't know, just like kind of experience like the full moon, like kind of did my own little ritual in a way. But yeah, man, like me, like whenever there's a full moon, I like full moon or whatever kind of phase of the moon, like that's going on that people are talking about. I just like to kind of go outside and soak in that energy. Make sure like of course like when it's nighttime and it's visible, like go and seek it and check it out. But at the same time, just like understanding more so like the different moon phases, what they mean, and how to kind of apply kind of the science behind those to like what it is that like I'm doing in my everyday life. I
Right.
think that's really more important than kind of being so excited about like a full moon occurring. It's like, are you actually looking to truly like understand what does a full moon mean, and and are you accepting what that sign is really trying to tell you?
What does a full moon mean? What does a full moon mean to you guys? For me, it's the fulfillment of my intentions during new moon.
Yeah, I feel that one. Yeah.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, I
yours? I
think.
mean, what I mean, everybody should have their own.
I'm processing in my mind right now, like what can you
Yeah, well, for me, I think like a full moon is like something where like you said, a completion. But for me, I feel like it's something where it's like a magnetic supercharged, man, because it's like it's another powerful thing that's gonna carry over to the new moon. Because it's like another surge that just ignites something even bigger. Because it's like it's ending, but something new gonna start right after.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a big ass power source of energy that you can tap into. Because
Right.
that's when I like, really sit and reflect on them nights, man. Just gaze into it, get lost in it.
Man, I
Yes.
was
Yeah, I think I'm definitely. Go ahead. Go ahead. Will.
no, I was just it was a little experience I had when I was out there looking at the moon last night. I was stargazing and I caught a lot of moving stars. And the sky is very active. It's a lot of stuff happening up there.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Jeff.
Not yeah. I was gonna say like I definitely kind of agree with what you said, just in regards to how you look at the full moon. For me, it's really like a a time to reflect on like on the work that I've kind of put in over like the last maybe like maybe like 2 weeks or so. Like it to I look to put in a lot of intentions during the new moon, and like I set goals for my full moon, and like once kind of that like yesterday or not, the day of the full moon, I was kind of able to really reflect on the intentions that I did set, and I like and just be able to kind of I guess accept kind of the benefits of all like the work that I put in. Should I say? Um, yeah,
My boy pulled up in the dungeon. I fuck with it. Hey, I fuck with it. So we were just
but
talking
yeah,
about our full moon
what was
experience.
you?
Hood. I don't.
Yeah,
What was your full moon experience, bro?
I went out of town. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I went out of town this weekend for the full moon. I went to a place called Mackinac Island, which is like super north of Michigan, right before the Upper Peninsula. And I just had like an amazing time just connecting to nature and yeah, just like Wu said earlier, I use the full moons of just being grateful to just travel, to have money in my pocket, to just be in a good space in my life. So I just went on a vacation and just was like really by myself for real. You know what I'm saying? And just giving thanks to all the ancestors. Just it was a wonderful experience though. Best full moon in a long time.
Word.
So that's nice,
yeah.
man. Uh,
It was definitely a real good full moon for me. Definitely wasn't like looking for nothing. Like was like I was
Hmm.
just like in a place of being like of like just reflection, and they're just being thankful like for what it is that I had and have received for sure.
Facts.
Yeah.
Word, man. So, moving on. What's that next thing we was talking about, Jeff?
Yeah. So I mean, like all of us kind of have different like ventures and things going on, whether it's like artistry. We all like are artists or entrepreneurs in some form of fashion. Um, and we're just talking about like just
Or
the
vibing.
importance of in whatever it is that we're doing, staying consistent. And we during the pregame we were just kind of talking about you know moments where we're struggling to kind of find inspiration, to put energy into what it is that we're doing into our craft. How what are different techniques that each of us use to stay consistent in what it is that we're doing, and whether it is making sure that we are getting to the studio to record a song, whether we are kind of taking notes, and reflecting on things throughout our day, on our dreams, whether it's for somebody like me, like whether I'm just reaching out to people, to old customers who have given me their information, to in order to make sure like I'm instilling consistency among my and looking to grow my customer base, things like that. Just what are different kind of techniques that we utilize to ensure that we find the inspiration to stay consistent within our craft.
Man, who want to take that first?
I mean, I'll take it first. I think one of the biggest things staying consistent is just getting more involved with loving yourself. Because they always say that loving yourself is the discipline is the greatest form of loving yourself. So if you go out there, you work out, you eat healthy, you get out in nature, surrounding yourself with things that I guess that's of the natural, then it's easy to stay consistent. If you're filling yourself with things that are negative, things that are artificial, then it's kind of hard to stay consistent. 'Cause in some way, those things that are of the unnatural can in some way be how can I say this, like a distraction. You know what I mean? You can be distracted by the things that keep you away from your, I guess, your real self. So like I said, just
Definitely.
staying consistent. I mean, not staying consistent, but staying disciplined to all those things that are going to make you better. Just the simple things. A lot of people think that being disciplined is getting up, work in the morning, every morning, going to work, and doing the things that normal people do. But the biggest thing is just loving yourself.
Word.
No, bro. Fire, man. I fire. Yeah. Uh, nah, yeah, man. Nah, I feel the same way, man. Cause like discipline is key. Like one thing I always heard is discipline is freedom. You know what I'm saying? And then also like one technique I like to use to really stay consistent is just like meeting myself halfway and having a strategy on what I'm trying to focus on. Because it's like sometimes it's so easy to get caught up with multiple things and be like, I'm gonna get this in today, or I go pick up this. Then I got probably go to the store. Sometimes we put so much on our plate and forget about the one key goal that really matters.
Yeah.
So, just strategizing, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think things is hard. They think discipline is hard, which is sometimes it is, man. But if you can meet yourself halfway with a plan, that's where you can really start solve a solution.
I just wanted to kind of piggyback off that because I feel like one of the um, biggest recent changes for me is that I've been actually, which I should have been doing this, I know, but like I've been actually keeping a calendar and a schedule for myself outside of my professional work, and it's like when you said Tommy loving yourself, like yeah, I deserve the organization and time for myself just as much as I contribute to that type of schedule for this artificial ass job that I'm doing right now. So um, that's been a structure that's been helping me, and so it kind of piggybacked off of those two things y'all said. I like that joint, Jeff. That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right.
I would say for me, the
Yeah,
best
I'm
thing for me to be consistent is to come up with a campaign.
Mm,
So it's like I have an overall goal, whatever, like to sell a book. Um, and I have a strategy, a crazy ass strategy to just sell a book. And because like I'm independent, so everything don't just happen easily. So I gotta really structure out a campaign. But if I act on my campaign and say my campaign is 7 months long, by the end of the 7 months, the campaign is actually people buying it, people paying attention to it. Like, I was on a Clubhouse one time and, I had a thing of just like dropping books whenever. And I was talking to one of these ladies about like what I should do. And she said, do pre orders for your book. And I'm like, hmm. So I did pre orders for my book. And I did it like 3 months in advance. And that just gave me like 3 months to promote my book. So by the time it was all said and done, I had like 10,000, you know what I'm saying? Just because I pre-ordered it. You feel me? So it's like if you have a goal, well, when I have a goal, I campaign it out and I just walk the steps. And if I wanted to make money, then I just be consistent. If I want to just give up, then I ain't gonna make no money. So I kind of leverage being consistent with achieving my goal.
Yeah.
Word.
So nice, really
I'm
nice.
sure. I'm sure. Like that process, took some time, and like initially, like there was like some fear that kind of came along with that as well.
Hell
Would
yeah,
you?
yeah, because it's like you don't know if somebody gonna buy your book or not. You, after it's said and done, it's like yeah, and then putting your book on pre-order. If you do a pre-order for 3 months and don't nobody ever pre-order it, you like damn. But what happened was more people supported me than I expected,
Hmm.
and that was because when you have a goal and you active towards your goal, people see you, whether you know it or not. So have a goal, a large goal, and be consistent towards that goal. And that way, you being consistent for a purpose, just not being consistent for no disrespect, but like just to love yourself. Like, what do that actually look like for real? There's no real tangible thing. So you might be consistent or inconsistent because you can't see it. But if you want to like promote something like an artist or a CD, that campaign gonna come in really in handy if you have a whole year plan of just how you gonna market it. By the end of the year, you'll be rolling in money just because you executed every leg of your plan. But it is kind of
Yeah,
scary at first.
most
Word.
definitely. So yeah, I've been hearing like the themes of kind of discipline for show, and kind of like self love too in a sense. And I mean, for me, like that just looks. I see that as discipline and showing up for yourself each and every day. Like Hood said, like all right, having that campaign and being like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, and like and being about it. But at the same time, like that, that self love in the sense of letting go of expectations for what could happen, and just going with it, like not not doing it for for something to occur, but doing it because that's the goal that you set, and you're gonna be disciplined in attacking that goal consistently, and yeah, just like just doing it like that. That's how you obtain supporters, lovers, people that are going to be there for you. It's definitely how I've received support in what it is that I do. I know that like I've been doing Elijah Green, just over a year now. I'm just now starting to see like dollars, coming in from like my website. Everything else was like, just word of mouth, and people who were just out seeing me out there in the streets, like just like, yo, that boy out there, like let me see what he about. Let me go mess with him. And now I'm like based off of that, like me putting in work for a year, and now people like finding me off of my website who don't know me. It's not referrals or anything like that. But there were definitely times where I felt like, bro, like why am I paying to have this up here? I ain't getting nothing, but just to that point, like just doing it, like and being consistent with it, and the rewards are coming for sure.
Word. I struggled with consistency in the past, but it's getting better. And I feel like it's getting better because I've been finding the love in it, like trying to love what I do, um, and do the shadow work of why I don't want to do it, or why I give up, or why I switch up to another thing. And trying to just stay focused. And the things that have been helping me with that is, like getting in nature almost every day, um, tuning in with myself, and just trying to stay focused on the goal, and knowing that I'm working towards something. Like Might not know exactly what it is, but it's all coming together. Like everything working. I say that all the time. Everything working.
Sure.
So
Always.
yeah, man. So I'm excited for it to get better, and I'm excited for where I am right now, and um grateful, grateful.
I say.
But I say,
All
what
right.
we on
Anybody else
next?
got anything to show? Yeah, the show. Yeah. So I'm gonna let kind of Torn lead. I think the next two kind of topics for real. But being that the first one being just the fact of the industry that she works in currently.
Hmm.
She yeah received
I mean,
I guess what would you call it, Torn?
it's kind of what Tommy had touched on earlier, and just those artificial things that are happening in the world, um, that we just need to be mindful of and not get too wrapped up in, but just know and expect that that there's the system is always working, like we just said, everything always working, including the system. And the new upgrade is we're gonna call it money pox. So just expect that
That's
it's another
so
level.
talk.
It's the money
Do you
pox.
mind? Do you mind kind of sharing like the field that you're in and like what would do
Just
you mind sharing the field that you're in and kind of
just the public health, just the public health field. So understanding that, um, how in the beginning of the last big thing, it was something that was happening way over there. We was just watching like, oh dang, that's crazy. And then next thing you know, it was like, what the fuck? Like, where did this shit come from? We're in, we're seeing that again. We're seeing that the system repeat itself, but this time it's got a new name, and we call it the money
The
pots,
money pots.
because we see the money. I
Yeah,
guess
follow the money.
follow the money.
The
Um,
money following us.
right. And really that was the gist of it, understanding that this is something I don't expect to be, one of them things over there, and just that the system is going to try to connect it in closer and bring it closer to just another thing. I seen something that said the other day, like, we literally living in the grand, the grand finale of the video game where you got to beat the real hard dude.
Facts.
hmm
um, so just understand is one more level that we gotta uh, duck and dodge.
I don't.
Maybe if we
I don't
tap
think.
into it.
Like I think it won't work the
It
same
won't.
as it did the last time. Like just as much as it's a boss battle for us, it's a boss battle for them because they know we upgraded and I want to say too much, but
Right,
they know what's up. They know what's popping, and
right.
I don't think it's gonna be the same. And I think a lot of people lost their fear from the last pandemic, and it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard too much about it. Um, they saying how's it transfer through body scan
Um.
contact, something like that. Some
Yeah.
gate,
Through,
some
through,
so funny
through,
business.
through getting it on.
Oh
Through.
man,
It's no,
um,
no. There are.
Ain't it through the butt? I heard it was through the
Yeah.
butt.
No. Yeah. It's a men. It's sex and men. Yes.
oh man.
Um. Yes. So,
but
and that's,
but
and I
but
know I was
it
gonna say,
sounded like they,
you were
go
saying
ahead, go ahead.
I heard about it, but that's what I'm telling you, is that the communication has started. That's basically the point. Is the communication has started,
Yeah.
the trickle down
So
effect
they
happened,
already
and so we can expect to hear
they,
more. To be continued coming soon.
Mm.
yeah.
I mean that's
So
interesting with it being Pride Month. that you know.
Exactly.
Interesting. Interesting.
Ooh, where is?
I
Remember
ain't
when
go
we
there.
had the grid for every month, like the crazy shit that happened for the month? Who the fuck did
The
that?
bingo.
They slacking on their job right now.
Yeah, the
We definitely
bingo.
supposed to have.
Yeah.
Um, we need to put $5 gas up there in one of them. Um,
Facts.
and the monkeypox in the other. But anyway, I
Monkeypox.
digress.
Yeah.
Moneypox.
Oh yeah. Money.
So yeah. So you're basically just like saying that there's like there's already communication, like there's already like an outline of what is gonna happen, like
Yeah,
what is
there's a
going to
plan in
be
place
shown and kind of
how to
shared.
combat. Yeah, how to
That,
combat, how to treat. Um, and so
how they want people to react and how how people are supposed to behave, like
And they got
that you're
what you
saying like
call
that
it
outline
for
already
it
kind of.
too.
Or what?
A Bax
Pokey
meme,
A pokey
a
poke.
Pokemon cartridge.
Yeah. I choose you.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Catch 'em all.
Catch all of
yeah,
them. For the free.
they do. I
All
don't
right,
even.
you-
I
For
mean,
the free. Oh man.
so all of our acquaintances that that tune into the 6 o'clock news, they this is what they're gonna be talking to us about. This is what they're gonna be jabbing our ears off about.
Mhm. So
But
just
yeah, yeah,
the system. That's the point. Just understand it, see it, and
Know what's going on.
yeah.
And
But then you got my fault. We'll go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but then you see what happened with Justin Bieber and like all of this other stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
people getting sick
What happened to
because of
Justin
what
Bieber?
happened last year and the year before when they was getting the Bing Bong. You feel
He
me?
he
Like,
uh he two-faced now, bro. His half his
y-
face paralyzed.
yeah, man, the Bing
Yeah.
Bong. You
On some
feel
Batman
me?
shit. Two-faced. He
Yeah.
Yeah,
like it's
like
just some
Y'all
that's
saw
weird
pictures?
shit. It's a video, bro.
You see?
He did a video and came out talking about it's what's it called? Harris something disease. Some
Wait,
weird.
he got the Two Face. Like
He got the two-face.
he got the Two Face.
Tommy, you haven't seen it?
Nah,
You
nah.
can pull it up.
I've
I
been,
got
I've
Your
been,
shipping monitor left.
my bad.
nah, you good. Nah, I've been kind of just locked in on different things lately. Like what's going on with the marketing and everything,
Nah,
health stuff, and I didn't know if Justin Bieber was throw it off. My bad. That's fucked up.
I,
Hey,
I I'd be on the internet and I haven't seen like a video or nothing, but I done seen that picture of him just like looking like that, like like Wu
so
said, looking like Two Face.
so I'm so music minded. You said throw it off, and I heard the song. So we can get throw like I just the song. So my bad. All right, hold on. If y'all want, real quick, I got a quick share. If y'all want, we can real quick.
Let's do it. I
All
almost
right,
broke
yeah,
my
you
damn
got it. Go
laptop
ahead,
up.
pull it up.
As you can see, I wish this wasn't the case, but obviously my body's telling me I gotta slow down.
So what exactly is Ramsey?
That's all.
Ramsey.
oh, I've heard that before. That whatever he has, Ramsey is palsy or something like that.
Yes.
That's one of the side effects for the Bing Bong.
It's
Mm,
messed up.
bada bing.
And people
Forget
be
about
so nah, it's crazy, but
Bada bing, bada boom.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
If you're talking to me about it, yeah, please forget about it.
Yeah, we don't even want to talk all that. Moving on, man.
4 and 5 and 6 and 7.
That's interesting though, bro. That's I feel a little survivor's remorse type shit for the people who going through that type of situation right now.
Try
Right.
to tell them.
Try to, bro. Just man,
Only so much you can do, man.
Hey man, everybody.
That's the crazy thing right there, man. You can warn people, and they look at you like they crazy. And now we here in 2022, and now the chickens have come home to roost. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
we said it back then. Don't do it. You feel me? But people had to keep their jobs. So
that's
crazy.
fucked up. But yeah,
Yeah.
speaking
I
of jobs,
you
shout out
know
to the ones who was
they
willing
never
to sacrifice it all, like Kyrie. Um,
that.
Yeah.
but he did a video recently, a live. Torin was talking about. I'm
Yeah.
not sure the topic, but what was he saying?
So, and I got the clip, but I don't know if I can get it exactly where I wanted to start it. But, um, he really was just speaking on. We was talking about. Can't remember what we was talking about earlier, but he was just really speaking on how it's important for us to, when we're trying to maneuver through this world with all this stuff that they're doing to try to play on our emotions with racism and things like that. That the first means to really find your own peace is to release that anger. They want us to walk around angry because it's to their benefit if we're the angry black man or the angry black woman. But he was saying that he had to take a moment to
Yeah.
go and make peace with um, the fuck shit so that he can maneuver as a person with good intentions in his heart, and not hold that in his everyday dealings with people. And he was just saying
Yeah.
that millennials, people born, it really, I ain't gonna lie, y'all gotta watch the video because this is dramatic as fuck. Like, in the sense that what he's saying is so true. Millennials, which is people born 83 through 94. He said we are really responsible for the fate of humanity going forward because we have to get the younger generation to understand that there is a world outside of the matrix and outside of social media. They were born in social media era, so they don't understand that there is life outside of it, and
Yeah.
they're locking in too much into it, and it's really like taking them away from the community in all different types of ways. So like we are responsible. He put that shit on our back. We have to convey that and pull them back into reality and out of the matrix. Um, so yeah, it was deep.
That's deep.
It's very
Real
deep.
Um,
talk.
shoot, for that first topic, I found that in myself in my everyday dealings having a little bit of resentment to um them folks, but and like it's kind of interesting that you're talking about it. It made me realize that just now, um, and that's something I need to work on because I find myself like when I come across them, like
The patient.
a little ready for anything. Like,
What are you talking about?
say what?
What do you?
I mean,
What,
look,
what,
I'm not
what
trying
are you
to.
talking about? Referring to?
Okay, um, mayonnaise.
I get it. You say the patience be thin, but that's the whole point. That's what the system is showing us. They're showing us these, you know, um,
Is it online and in the media or in real life? Do white people really fuck with y'all in real life? Because white people don't bother me in real life. I mean, I can understand, like, if I never watched TV,
mhm,
I
Mhm.
wouldn't never understand the full concept of racism for real. Like, I'm not saying that it don't exist,
mhm.
and I'm saying, like, if I'm around white people, I don't care. It
Right.
means me no difference. Like, I don't
Um,
know.
I
No,
think it definitely have a little bit to do with kind of where you are existing in your reality. Because I can't say. I think it is easy to like be magnify shit. So it's like you be looking for a problem, and then it's easy to find one if
Yeah.
that's too sensitive to. But I also feel like for me growing up in Virginia, like I'm from Virginia, like the daughters of the Confederation live here. So as we move it or birth here, whatever, like as we are just moving through life minding our own business, you got people that's is just it's completely in contrast to their ancestors and what they wanted for us to just fucking be, you know. And my city, Richmond, is like on the list of the top cities for black businesses and stuff. So we out here moving and thriving and making our dreams come true. But of course, like everywhere else, you get the hate, but it's like maybe a little more aggressive sometimes. But I'm not. I think I approach people as they go with stuff like that, you know. Because if you don't engage, then it's just, you know. I feel like if you don't see it, then you're right. It don't exist. If I'm not tuned in that, if I don't care, then it's not real. But
Because my question would be like, have you experienced the Daughters of the Confederation, or you've heard stories, enough
nah,
stories for which you've created a reality of what they about? But like, what's the tangible reality of them besides their ability to create narratives in our minds, right? Of their power or of their folklore. But like, I think, like you said, your perception is always going to be the overall rule. So I just be like more conscious of like the media is talking about racism, this, that, and the third, but what in nature is showing you that? Like, where do you go where you be like, damn, I'm a black dude, so let me be on some extra shit? I feel like if it's anything, it's going to be around black people for which I'm going to carry that type energy, not necessarily around white people, but that's just me. But I don't know. I just think the media is trying to fuck with people's heads and
agree.
turn them away from what's really happening in the world, where
It's
you have no limits. You could do whatever you want to do, but this proverbial racism beast structure system is like holding you back. But I don't agree.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't think it hold us back. I think that's an excuse, like, you know, like a mindset to say that. I don't think it hold us back. I feel like if anything, it in the real world it's just like a nuisance, like a fucking mosquito. Like, you know, like I want to sit right here and just
Uncomfortable.
chill out outside, but you keep, like leave me alone. Like we just, it's an inconvenience to, and that's
Make
what
us
it is.
uncomfortable.
I'm not by any means saying that it always is, but yes, I have experienced some people firsthand. um, and I experience, you know, like I take people as they are because that's the only way I feel like you can. I don't come to expect that, but also I've, I feel like I've had enough experiences where I wouldn't be surprised, not here. But that's all. That wasn't even, that was an extent of what
yeah,
Kyrie Irving was saying. That was just a
Yeah.
part of it, but that wasn't even the bigger part of it. You know, that was just him saying,
yeah. I
telling us,
think if we kind of go back to like what we were talking about in the pregame, we're just talking about like kind of how we move, like, or and like how we need to move as, you know, we were talking about kind of and as black men, but you know, as black women, as black people in period, just because of that, you know, that idea of like having anger and resentment, you know, within us, and dealing with racism.
right,
But you know, it's like where is that coming from? Because and we're talking about how we need to move because, you know, in Kyrie Irving's narrative, you know, supposedly he's been screwed because, you know, he wasn't able to do his job because of he didn't, go along with what it is that they were trying to give him. Um, you know, and in my sense, it's like I used to work in the corporate world and felt like I was, you know, being treated a certain way, um, by you know the powers that be. But you know, maybe me coming to a realization like maybe that world wasn't the world that I wanted to really be in. Um, and like kind of when I we're talking also when I started like posting on Instagram, I was in a place where like I still had a lot of resentment. Um, Yeah, I did have some resentment in me, and like I definitely had like some anger in me. But I think that that's necessary at a certain point to kind of get the ball rolling. You need some fire in you, but at the same time, my posts on Instagram were getting deleted by the servers. Like I was getting like shadow banned.
The
Like I
system. That's
couldn't
why when you see this Kyrie
share any
video,
ass and things like that.
Hmm.
I couldn't share ass and things like that, right? So that's why we originally kind of had brought up, the what Kyrie Irving was saying in his live. It's like, um, how do we like? Is it that we are experiencing racism? And I'm not saying we are or aren't. It's like, is it that, or is it something within ourselves that we need to fix and find
yeah,
out, in order to really be able to move how we're supposed to, with that kind of love, and not moving with that anger and resentment.
Yeah, it's a process though. Like because for some people, it is a real reality of like them being held down by certain people or certain events that happen in their life where they, you know, have to look at them that way. I say personally for me, it's probably like 20% real, 10% real life, 90% of this image that I do have in my head that I'm um, reminded of because I have to maneuver through these places, these corporate places, and through the
Mhm.
military, through high school. I was in a diverse high school, so
Yeah,
um, for I, I have some. I'm cool with some white people too. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely been uncomfortable moments um throughout life that I have to be um I feel like I have to be a different version of myself. I can't be my true self sometimes. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I agree with you. I was just in a corporate job,
Hmm.
until probably March of 2021. You know, you went to University of Dayton, 3% black school. That school was white. I was coming from like from where I'm from. Like I was coming from a black school, and I went to a university that was goddamn 3% black. Man, that shit,
Yeah, man.
that was crazy. That was crazy.
So,
But
did
yeah,
you experience
but
anything like directly towards you, or was it mainly like just uncomfortable?
I mean, I'm an interesting person. Like for me, like I got a scholarship to go to school. Like I was looking to go out, right? Like for me, I was in a place where I felt like I needed to leave home because I felt like a lot of I felt like stuff was hot here. I felt like there was too much going on. I felt like the people around me were just like not, on the right path, and if I was around these folk, like bad things are gonna happen. So I went with kind of eyes wide open, like just looking for something new. Like I just wanted to experience something new. I was just looking, for anything positive. I
Hmm.
think I got a lot of positive. Like the people around me, it was mostly all white people. Like my room, I lived with like five other roommates. They were all white. Of course, like all the black people were always over my house. Like all like I
Yeah.
attracted all the black folk, black women. Like so
Yeah.
all my white friends got to be cool with black people and stuff. But the white people, like whenever like there was one instance where somebody said something, but I think like everybody in the house like was about to whoop on his ass or something, or
So
something
yeah,
like
it was cool.
so.
Nah.
So yeah, but don't get it twisted. Like I've also had instances with police. Like I've had police pull guns
That's
on me
I
and
think
say
that's
like,
the main problem,
I'm gonna
bro.
put a bullet.
Yeah, but I had
Like
some black
I've
police do some fucked up shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
terrible. But I think we would look at racism different if we, as a people, stop depending on the other race in some ways. You know what I mean? For example, when it comes to our health, like a lot of things when it comes to our health, we depend on, I guess you could say, the white man or whatever. But most of the things that are considered the health standard is tailored for the white man. For example, Memphis City schools or public schools in general, little kids are drinking milk from age kindergarten all the way up to high school, but 75% of African Americans lactose intolerant can't even process it. You know what I mean? Like that is a form of racism, but at the same time, it's a form of racism. They're not going in and fix it, but we can't depend on them to fix it unless we go in and tell them, take this shit out and give our children water, give them shit that's more, beneficial to them. Go in and do some African American studies that's tailored more towards black health, because we can't eat the same as Europeans. Europeans they can eat a lot of beef and they can process it a lot easier than we can. When you look down, if you understand evolution, you understand DNA, and you look back throughout history, we can't be eating all these random things. We're tribal. We're more. I feel like we're the most tribal out of all the races, which means herbs, fruits, more natural things to that matter. But like I said, dependence. Like I feel like that was one of the biggest falls when it came to our people. Not saying that we're in a bad position, but I feel like when we wanted to depend on them and wanted to be a part of their communities and stuff like that, that's when things started to fall. When there was a time, they don't tell us this, but there was a time when we had our own businesses, when we had our own communities, and we were thriving. But the moment we decided, oh, okay, we want to integrate with them, and we want to be a part of them, and we want y'all to accept us, that's when we start to fall. But the moment we started focusing on our own, that's when we would do better. And I feel like we would view racism different because we won't have anybody to hold us back.
Word. Word.
That was hard. That was tough.
Yeah, bro.
I just wanted to add one thing to that you said, because you're so right about it being um, how racism is incorporated into our health. And it's crazy because last year, Virginia had actually recognized racism as a public health emergency. So, like, they were going to start probably taking this shit out the schools, like you said. Like, they had done those same kind of studies to try to, address those things. And I think now, like, we've had some change, whatever. And so now they took that's psych, nah, snatch that joint back. But I think that's interesting that you said that.
And I think the media too, I think they focus on a lot of emotional shit. Like, honestly, who gives a fuck if Billy Joe down the street don't like me because of my skin color? Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? But I think the things that we need to be more focused on is the things that do hold us back. For an example, like the milk and just the health standards, fucking certain companies targeting towards our people. Like, like I said, we're collective. We're coming here. We're talking. We have a higher understanding of what's going on in the world. But I hate to say it, I got family members that don't think on this level, and they weren't educated. You know what I'm saying? They're not exposed. Not saying they don't have the same tools, because they 100% got the same tools. But exposure is everything. If you raise with wolves, then you likely to act like a wolf. And I got some wolf or something. It's just
Man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
You can't save everybody, and like it ain't people like. We all got folk in our family. We got folk in our household. We got people got folk that they be sleeping with who ain't on it. But yeah, man, it's like you take like really understand for yourself and make sure like you move in purpose. Like the people, make sure like the people who you intend to have in your life are on that same wave, on that same path as best as possible.
100%.
I guess.
And to tie that up, that just kind of wraps up what Kyrie Irving was saying, because Alex, I think you had jotted down the 4 things that he said. You wrote them down. I see you writing.
Yeah. He was basically just talking about the mind, body, and spirit, and basically health. And I'm happy that Tom got on that, really, because that's something that we tend to overlook. And especially, he was just talking about spiritual systems that really lack and don't have, and we just don't value no more. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I know that Hood talks about on his lives and stuff is that black people want to deny their spirituality. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's one thing that we have a lot of power to. So it's like, and that's a lot of things just for our structure and our intentions to help us, man. So I think that's one thing we should use to focus on. And Kyrie Irving, his status and him speaking about that just reached a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
On his platform. Yeah. But yeah.
That's really crazy.
Man,
Y'all jumped us back or forward? Where we going?
I think that was all for the night.
Oh.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, I didn't mean to show that. Yeah, in regards to topics, that was yeah, my fault on that.
Oh, you didn't get the paid version?
Huh?
You didn't get the paid version? Oh, you just cut. Oh, you just cut it off.
Nah, it's still going.
Oh, I don't know. I'm tripping there. I don't know what happened. I thought we just logged off or something. Anyway, I was like, damn, we just having a good conversation.
What up? Y'all got something else y'all want to touch on?
I'm messed up with yeah. I mean, we and we originally also wanted to talk about like just showcase and highlighting. You know, we got some trippy folk in here. We got some folk who be going through some things, who be getting some downloads.
Oh.
Who be having some real experiences that they don't really showcase or highlight. So we also just wanted to make sure we gave like. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, we were just like giving our folk an opportunity to share like any kind of trippy experiences that they had across the week. Because yeah, like I said, we got a couple gods and goddesses in here, so they be putting in work. So anybody want to share something something that happened to them recently?
Well, I'll go first if anybody else don't want to go. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so my experience, man, I was getting woo hip on this, and he shared me some of his, which was dope. But I was, I think I was keeping track of the moon, and it was almost to the full moon. I think it was like wax and give is 80%, man. So I was just reflecting, I was getting trippy, and I was just intentful, and where my mind was going, man, I was trying to be on a higher thought and a higher frequency, and then and I just studying a lot of bear animals and just getting tuned, because we've been going to nature a lot and just being observant what's around you. One thing I learned that if you staring at something, it's gonna stare back at you. So I just noticed a lot of animals around me. So in my front yard, I'm chilling, I'm smoking, man, I'm reflecting. Yeah, I don't know where it sounded like thunderclap. I'm like, what the hell? I look to look in front of me. It's like a whole deer in the front yard eating off the tree, just pop out of nowhere. Then I turn around, it's a black cat that run past me and shit. And then it just got weird, because it's dude just walked off casually. And then I just got to searching into it, man. And just the reflecting I did on it, it just showed me that my ancestors are right next to me and they just protected me. And just show more how I need to channel or just do more work. But it was just a really crazy experience, man. And plus with microdosing too, it just felt like everything just coming together piece by piece.
Word, bruh. Yeah, that's the animals. The spirit be speaking through animals.
Sure.
After I was talking to you, Alex, about the put me onto that book. I haven't read it yet. What's the name of it?
Animal Speak. Animal Speak,
right? Yeah. Ever since you put me on it, I've been paying attention to the animals more. Yesterday, I went out to Great Falls, and we went through nature and found this perfect spot right where the water falls off the cliff.
Okay.
And I did some work out there, burned some herbs, did some offerings, and I was trying to figure out what mercurial deity I wanted to work with my business. I want to start off business. Excuse me. Hold on, let me get myself together. Getting excited.
Supposed to be, man. Yeah, got to.
Thanks. So, Um, I'm out there chilling, and I look up, some mercurial deities in different pantheons to see which one, I vibe with. And I had a list of like six, and I had my list, and I just set it down. And I just started reflecting. I asked Spirit, to show me which one to work with. And I looked across the water, and mind you, earlier I seen across the water that it was a stork or a crane type bird,
Yeah.
right? So
Mm.
I look across the water and I noticed the bird, and it hit me like lightning. Like, oh, it's um, I can't even think of his name right now.
So
That's crazy. Stove, right? Yes, Stove. Stove. Got him on my. You can't even see the technology, but yeah, man, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Stove was right there, sitting across from me, across the water, right where the water falls, and
man,
he was looking at me, started moving, flew off, and everything. Then I seen a couple more other ones, so you know that was just amazing. That was
hey, number
amazing.
two, numbers are always important, man.
Yeah, numbers too. I see numbers, hella numbers all day.
Yeah, for
All
sure, man.
day, every day.
Hmm.
Anybody else got any experiences, man? Any trip things got?
Torrent, I want to hear about yours.
Man,
Oh,
so y'all just all rainbows and sunshines with animals and rabbits and shit.
Cranes.
I didn't know what was happening. I was about to fall in love or something like what's going on.
Hey, I was in love for real, bro. Like, yo, that shit gave me chills.
We need some more whimsical music, Jeff. Like y'all niggas taking it to a whole nother level.
No, I
All
wasn't.
right.
I wasn't. I mean, I feel like those are really like kind of, and all experiences I feel like are positive. For me, I'm still like I still surprise myself, I guess, and when I have an experience or happening, I still be low key like the fuck, what was that? So this was about 2 weeks ago. Um, I I definitely I'm pretty sure I was astral projecting. I woke up and I couldn't move. Um, and I try to look behind me. I couldn't necessarily the energy. It was like an energy on this side. It was someone here. It was energy, and y'all can tell me like because I'm sure if y'all have had more experiences, whatever, whatever. But anyway, um, it was a little girl, and not on no like scary shit. I was not at all afraid or felt any like scary energy from her because I know somebody be like, what the fuck? But she was missing. Somehow I could tell she was a missing girl. And when I finally like was able to, like have all my consciousness back and kind of think about what that was, it made me look into like missing girls in my area because she had a name, like I think I had a name for her and everything, so I was just trying to kind of follow what it was I had just experienced. And the really kind of what came of it was more alarming than anything, because I ended up finding like some crazy statistics, which we know like that is some trafficking shit happening out here right now. But I searched specifically for missing black females, and it was 117 that were missing in total in Virginia, right? 81 of them had gone missing in 2022. So like of 117, 81 of them had like just gone missing this year, and 54 of them had went missing in the month of May.
What?
So I know, right? I know. So I still don't know all of like where that's going,
No
but
Amber Alerts.
no Amber Alerts. And what was crazy is that I was like, surely somebody looking for these, surely somebody looking for these girls. When people dog, people just be out, they with their friends and they name be all on Facebook. Do you know where Nene is? Call me to her. I searched for a couple of them and it was like no names, no like nothing. So it was just, I don't know what that is, but it was just interesting. And like, um, I think that was more of one of the, um, I don't know, like of the experiences that I've had, like and information that's come through so clearly, like that was more the more vivid one. So I'm like, I ain't know what was going on with that. But that was all. I don't know if I like gassed it when I was like, oh, I gotta tell y'all, but the statistics that came from the never mind the happening, like what the statistics that came from it was like super alarming, and I still don't know all
Wow,
of what's.
Man,
that's insane.
that's crazy. Maybe
Oh,
the
that
happening was just to, to spread that awareness, like for you
Right.
to get that message out more, because that's a lot in the month of May and 2022 alone.
Yep.
And that's just Virginia. What about the
Just
rest of
Virginia.
the country?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
It's crazy, man.
And I
wow, but
think they just found like they just found some people chained up in like an abandoned house. And I don't remember where that was. I don't remember what area, maybe Maryland or something. But anyway, this world is crazy. We know it.
This shit get dark.
yeah, that
Right.
that was a
That's
fire.
what I said. Y'all was all rainbows and sunshine. My shit.
No, that's crazy because like I think my experience was more like Torrance, but I think trying to like even it out where it's like, yeah, I was breaking taboos this weekend, to break through my spiritual development. Like I was at a block for a long time, mainly with music, and that was really frustrating me. But I did something that I haven't done in a long time, but I did it. I didn't do nothing crazy, but I did break a taboo. I did spend time with a person um, outside of just like my wife and my relationship, but it was real healthy for me. I really needed that, but it broke a lot of barriers in my mind. It broke a lot of monotony in my heart where I was frustrated. I'm not frustrated no more, and it was a very powerful experience. But wasn't no sex involved. It wasn't nothing crazy, but it was like stepping outside of my norm. And I feel like with that experience, I'm gonna do that a lot more. I'm not going to try to be righteous. I'm not going to try to do the status quo thing. At least for the month of June and July, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more extreme, a little bit more taboo exploration because that's a part of my spirit. That's a part of my soul. My soul ain't just all good. It's some ratchet shit in my heart. You feel me? And I'm exploring that aspect of it, and it feel good.
Bruh. Um, I can speak to that because I kind of been going through that same experience for the past 4 months, and it came to a head, and
God damn.
it's now life is different, and I want to keep it different.
Facts, big
So
facts.
yeah, sometimes you gotta change it up and do some shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, no,
saying?
because like, because some people think like sometimes when it comes to like spirituality and stuff, it's like all sunshine or like it's just all cool things, but like sometimes it's really breaking your comfort zone and really trying to just like, okay, redefining yourself, and that's really a hard thing to do. It really is. It
So
really is. You gotta like take away shit that you had your whole time and shit. Because sometimes I have to think like, what would I be without this, and how would I do this different? And then sometimes it gets scary because it's like shit, you know. But yeah,
But you gotta do it though.
real talk, you got to.
Got to.
Real talk.
Just been facing fear and
Big facts.
banishing, bro. Too a lot of that been going on.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
got to
it's like
experience
not
it.
is realizing like the crap that's in your life is stuff that you've let in your life, and like and it's like your job to get that crap out your life. Like that's your responsibility. That's just something. Of course, like it sounds good, but like it's something like I've been taking on like real like, and definitely over the last like, kind of few weeks. It's like to his point, it's like doing stuff that is taboo and being like I have a goal like I set for myself, and it's like I am going to accomplish that goal, and to in order to do that, you have to do things that you didn't that you didn't expect for you to do. Not and it's not like a bad thing or anything like that. It's just like it's just breaking barriers, your own barriers. It's like, all right, I have to be able to learn, this new skill. I have to be able to learn how to maneuver like this in order to be able to grow, in order to be able to continue to learn and experience. Yeah, for me, yeah, that's kind of been like what I've been dealing with the last week or so. As far as like getting trippy, I don't know. I feel like I always am. Uh,
Mhm.
Boo, Boo helped me a little bit do that on Sunday. I was blessed with an edible as well. There's a lady who always sees me on Sundays. She blesses me, but I share blessings as well. But she'll give me like a little heart. It's like a weed and shroom edible.
God
And
damn.
like I'm Sundays where we're Sundays we're at the drum circle at Malcolm X Park in DC, and it's like it's a experience. It's like
It's a
it's a
vibe.
place that I go to. A lot of people like know me. It's like it's big for just me in business. Like I make a lot of money there, but it's like more so. It's where I went when I didn't have anything, where I was like just down, and it was just real spiritual. It's like where I was able to kind of go to help kind of build myself up and like look to build my community and as far as where I live, it's helped me build connections. Like you never know who somebody is. That's like something I learned. Like it's like the people who really be popping out here ain't the ones that's like that be trying to show like they popping. It's not necessarily like the people that be wearing like the flashy clothes and stuff like that. Like it's like an image. It's like it be people dressed in like thrift store clothes that's really out here doing like big things. It's like like really like the artists with influence and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, man, I took a little edible, danced, played some congos, uh, did some Logic Green business, and yeah, and enjoyed myself. Man. You always do.
That, that was this Sunday.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Also, you
yeah,
you took a microdose plus the shroom edible.
yeah. I
What,
took,
what
I took what you gave me like when you was there, and then and then like closer like later on, I took that it was nothing too strong,
That's what's
but
up.
at the same time like it was interesting because like we talk about like just us personally have who folks who have been doing like little microdoses and stuff like that, how that has helped with our like communication and
Hmm.
breaking little barriers and stuff like that. And it's like after I did that, I don't know, like I ran into a couple artists in DC who are very popular, who like I've been hearing about, but it was funny like whenever I'm microdosing or something when I'm there,
Should be
I
happening.
run into people like I'm in a circle having a conversation. It's like, hey bro, ain't you? And it's like and then we connect and then we share communication. We
Hmm.
communicate and then we people like people be like ready to size me up and promote what I got going on.
Hell yeah.
And it's like yeah, just put yourself in position, and being able to kind of diagnose yourself like how Tommy's been talking about like health and stuff like that. Like no like us making sure like we know what we need, not depending on the system to tell us what we need, like, and us being able to medicate ourselves
Yeah, you had a question, Tommy?
the right way. No,
Yeah, I was
not,
just asking, where is it?
not
Where's everybody from?
Okay. Well, I'm from Memphis,
No, I'm talking about like where y'all at now.
and I live in Virginia now, but I be pulling up to DC often on the regular. So Amber Alert. Oh wow. Is that Amber Alert or weather alert?
Amber Alert.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We talking.
I gotta get some water.
You see it here live, folks. And I guess we in like Northern Virginia. I'm in Virginia too, but I'm in Richmond.
So all y'all in Virginia?
Nah, Illinois.
Illinois. I'm gonna have to pull up on y'all in Virginia for sure. For sure. Y'all got mushroom and weed edibles on.
yeah, bro. Like I'm in DC. I be in DC, right? But like, and I'm like, I went to a gas station yesterday in Northern Virginia, and bro, I didn't like. I'm gonna post this on my story and post it yet, but like you can cop gas at the gas station in Virginia. Like
Virginia lit now. That's all we needed. That's all we needed.
Yeah, the tobacco store.
You ain't telling me. I ain't noticed. You can't. Gas stations in DC don't got it. But I mean, it's plenty of stores you can go to in DC, but you ain't going to a gas station. Virginia got a gas station.
But see, I guess I didn't think about it because I don't. Who buying it from the gas station? Was somebody buying? Was they buying it? I be seeing it, but I don't. They ain't
for real. I mean, I mean, if you buying at a gas station, if your plug ain't hitting you up and you hurt, like, ain't nobody who really like.
My second, I got a third. I ain't buying it. I ain't giving it to the gas station.
That's like getting sushi at the gas station.
I would never. I'm just saying, it was there.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It is. It do be there though. It be everywhere.
Like, let me. Right.
It didn't look bad.
Shit, the way gas costs these days. Let me get 50 on pump 5.
Man, 50 at 3.5.
Man, on pump 7, they gonna laugh at you.
You say what?
I said, let you get $20 on pump 7. They gonna laugh at you. Man. Gonna laugh at you.
Broke shit.
These days.
I had a question I want to ask y'all.
What's up with me, bro?
Do y'all think like the anger, the frustration, the trauma and stuff like that is passed through DNA?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think it's just up to us to, like, change that.
Gotta break those.
Because I feel like I just talking to my father, my folks, like the whole generation before me is from Mississippi, and they've been through some crazy things, and I feel like growing up, like I carried that anger and all that frustration on me, and it took until I was like 24 to see, like, dang, man, that's not the right way to move. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole nother world out here beyond that.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's literally like the people from the generation before you, like, experience things that they, like, literally passed through you, like through the DNA. And at the same time, it's like you grew up in a household with those people at the same time, still, like, carrying like those attitudes in a way. And you never know how you're, like, being influenced by folk subconsciously as well. So, man, yeah, I mean, it's a combination. It's like it's you literally have to heal yourself internally in order. You got to purify yourself, and you got to purify your mind, like, out of everything that you've, like, been taught and learned.
Yeah, you can purify your mind through meditation, and, like you said, purifying your mind. You can do that you can change your DNA by meditating.
100%.
I say that, bro.
I say.
Oh.
So I see we getting up on like the hour and a half.
Hmm.
and it's Hump Day, so we still got the rest of the week to go. Um,
Yeah,
what's
it's 12:30.
Yep.
Some people got 9 to 5s. We
well,
gotta be respectful.
but I really
Um,
just wanted to kind of like see what y'all had, like to kind of close it out. Is like, what's the plans, what's the goals, what's the intentions for the to close out the week coming up on, what y'all got going on.
Well,
Well,
go ahead, Alex.
man, I appreciate that. Well, really, my intention this week is like one, get ready to set intention for the new moon and actually work with that and actually like really plan on that. Also, man, just to sit back and just relax and just get more downloads because like I feel like that's the best way to like find out where you need to go. It's like really just getting them downloads and programming DNA. So yeah, that's really my plan.
Word.
Well, yeah, bro, I'm on the same thing. And I feel like we, well, I've been coming off a time of relaxation and enjoying the fruits of my labor, or the fruits of my um the work I put in. But now it's time to put in more work. Um, no, so I'm trying to get a lot of things set up, a lot of things moving, and you know, also more banishing with this waning moon, um, and preparing for the new moon. Um, see what I want to bring forth in my life next, and control the matrix.
Hey,
Music.
hey, I
Oh, that's always on the way, bro.
yeah, man.
Bro, yeah, I'm on. The music's coming too. The music is definitely coming. I gotta talk to you, Torin. Yeah, we gotta get up with Torin talk.
Fire.
Hey, hit me up for real. We need to talk
For
about that.
real, no
Slide to Memphis.
shit.
doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um, that
Yeah,
kind of
shout
ties
out to that.
into, I guess,
Yeah,
what I.
me. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, kind of, what we were saying about hit me up, like that kind of ties into the week, and I guess it's in alignment with the full moon. Like I said, I just wanted to continue to manifest, that energy and that creative space that I was in yesterday, and the video shoot. So we were all week. We've been preparing um, for to shoot this video. So tomorrow we got a scene. I think I saw Chris down in the comments. If you in VA, we're gonna be at the spot tomorrow at 7 o'clock. You got to wear all black. We got a scene we shooting, so pull up definitely if you can. Um, and then we got some scenes that we shooting on Friday and Saturday. So really just staying in that. This is a new realm, kind of some of the aspects that we're bringing into this this video that we're doing. So it's exciting to. It's always exciting when we maneuver new spaces and succeed and do well with it. It kind of like those are the type of wins that I need, and like I like to see to keep us excelling and moving up, leveling up. So that's what I'm
word,
looking forward to.
Yeah,
word.
fire.
I see.
All right.
I
Well,
yeah, I got
yeah, go ahead.
same over here, man. It's like yeah, keeping up, just following up with the cycles, just staying in alignment. Like I said, Elijah Green is what I rep. www.elijah-green.com. Check me out for sure. I'm out in the city, finding pop ups, events, and I'm out here vending. I got a couple photo shoot looking to set up tomorrow. Got another one for a friend this weekend. Yeah, man, just looking to stay busy, looking to keep going, expanding, just showing love as best I can. There's definitely one way of showcasing that, and
Right.
yeah, that's it.
Facts. Well, yeah, man. Let's give everybody our socials again. You can catch me on Instagram at Woo Got It Official. I rep Silent Set. That's my music collective. Me and Fourth Hour, Tommy. More music coming out. Merch coming. Um, Jewelry coming. Micro doses coming. Shrooms coming. A
Right.
whole lot of things coming. Everything working. Um,
Everything working.
everything working. We blessed.
Hmm.
I should.
I
Always.
say.
Yeah. Check me out. Business page again, Elijah Green 144. And then personal page G. Elijah 144. www.elijah-green.com. Appreciate the love and support.
Yo, yeah, for sure, man. Much love to Elijah Green, man, and much love to Who Got It and Tommy coming up. Also, you can go and find me on YouTube at Lightbringer. Lightbringer, man. Go on Instagram, Lightbringer01. My Twitter is the Lightbringer, man. Go ahead, show us all some love, man. We ready to bring out some great content, Trippiest content. Much peace and love and light to y'all.
I say.
All right, you guys can catch me at 4000 on Instagram. It was great talking to you guys. I'm happy I can come together and speak to some like-minded people. Like she said earlier, like it's sometimes kind of hard. Sometimes it's hard to speak with other people about these things because they wouldn't even understand. So thank you.
I say, bro. For sure.
You guys can find me
Yeah,
at
most definitely.
Torrenshannae, TORRENSHANAE, on IG, everywhere. That's my name. That's where you can find me. And that'll link you to my artists, and you can see what we got going on. So, definitely enjoyed the
And
opportunity
follow.
to be here amongst the collective and get too damn deep. And I'm looking forward to another opportunity. Thank y'all.
I say.
I
Most
say,
definitely. And follow the underscore collective underscore pod on Instagram as well. Check us out. And check out the Hood Mystic on Instagram as well.
Yeah, the hood miss.
The Hood Mystic.
Shout out to
All
the
that.
Mystics.
Yeah, the Colombian Exchange.
yeah,
Get your
shout
herbs. Get your
Please.
books.
Joints.
Get your readings. Get your
Man.
life.
Get your life.
Get your life.
Get your
Cat.
life.
Get your life at the Colombian Exchange, bro.
Back.
Oh man,
So somebody tell me what is the Colombian Exchange?
It's Hood Mystic's website where he has
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
herbs, merch,
Books.
books.
man. Hey, those books will help you in your astral chart so well, man. Please do not sleep on them, man. He got easy guide on those, so check them out, man.
Easy to read books for sure.
All right. That's what's up.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
bro. That's like my one stop spot for anything spiritual you need. Anything just to handle, your mental stuff like that, bro. It's good.
Facts.
For
The
sure.
collective, the mental health pod, the internet trippiest mental health pod. On that note, we out.
Drink water.
Peace. Drink water and breathe.
H302.
Call your mama.